This is Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. Tensions remain high tonight between federal agencies, local police, city leaders, and community members in St. Paul, a day after that ICE raid in the city, home in that city, triggered protests. It comes as videos like the ones we're showing you that show law enforcement using chemical sprays like tear gas on people that were protesting. They spread online quickly, and allegations have been thrown around about what exactly unfolded and if lines were crossed, if any. That's why we talked to a use of force expert to give us some perspective on what we saw. Here's Sam.
Shouts of protest.
If you do not comply, we will use force.
And direction filled the air Tuesday in St. Paul.
We don't want you here.
During an ICE raid where the Department of Homeland Security said ICE agents arrested one person in the country illegally, who they say had a criminal record including domestic abuse and disorderly conduct.
I am deeply concerned about some of the complaints that I've heard today.
St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter said police had a difficult job that day. While their officers don't do immigration enforcement, they did do crowd control.
Many people now have seen a video of a woman on a cane standing still in front of a vehicle and having pepper spray or some type of chemical irritant blasted in her face at point blank range.
Carter said the video was concerning to him.
It appears that they were trying to get her to move away from the vehicle.
Brian Landers is a former Wisconsin police officer and use of force expert. He says in this video, this woman does not seem to be threatening officers, just what he calls passively resisting.
Courts across the country have federal appellate courts and circuit courts across the country have said that pepper spray cannot be used on passive resistors, period.
Landers said officers could have physically escorted her away, but doesn't know the full extent of the circumstances. After multiple requests to ask the crowd to move back, police began spraying chemical irritant. Then our crew captured this.
You can use pepper spray to disperse crowds, but he was not a crowd. He was an isolated person. It appears that he was being escorted, sprayed, and then continued to be escorted. I would question then, what is the legitimate lawful purpose of the pepper spray?
If you think yes, move this way.
St. Paul Police Chief Axel Henry said in a video statement that his employees followed guidelines on immigration matters. We asked them specifically about those incidents, and they said they're reviewing the department's response.
Reports came out that people were starting to arm themselves with rocks and sticks. Because of that, I asked additional officers to come to the scene.
In a DHS statement, officials said someone, quote, recognized their vehicle and rammed an ICE law enforcement vehicle, but was later apprehended. And that, quote, rioters continued to ignore law enforcement commands and aggressively advanced on law enforcement.
Earlier this month, a federal judge in Chicago issued an extensive injunction limiting federal agents' use of force. But an appeals court paused that injunction, saying it was overbroad. So this will keep playing out, and the rules are not yet there, set in stone, that we know about. We'll be right back.